So what's happening between Israel and Turkey in Syria right now? Since the fall of Assad's regime in Syria, Israel and Turkey have been butting heads over what happens next. These two countries have never been best friends, but things are getting pretty tense between them. Their relationship has been a rollercoaster ride over the years. Turkey was actually the first Muslim-majority country to recognize Israel back in 1949, but they've had some major fallout since then. Things got very bad after the Gaza War in 2009, and especially after the deadly Israeli raid on a Turkish air flotilla in 2010. They patched things up briefly in 2022, but that didn't last long. The October 7th attack and Gaza war basically threw their relationship back in the freezer. Now, Syria is where all the action is happening. Just last week, Israel bombed some Syrian air bases that Turkey had been checking out for their troops. Talk about sending a message. Israel's foreign minister even warned Syria's new president, al-Shah, that he'd pay a heavy price if he let hostile forces, meaning Turkey, set up shop in Syria. So what do these countries actually want from Syria? Turkey's basically saying, let's rebuild Syria with our help. Get the refugees back home, because Turkey is full of Syrian refugees, and by the way, Turkey will handle those Kurdish fighters and ISIS remnants which are bothering the Syrian government. They want to see Syria united under al-Shah, who they've supported for some time. Israel, on the other hand, is thinking, wait a minute, al-Shah, he used to be connected to Al-Qaeda, and he also has positive relations with Turkey. No thank you. After Assad fell, Israel launched hundreds of airstrikes across Syria and even moved troops about 12 kilometers into Syrian territory. They're basically saying they're not leaving anytime soon. What Israel really wants is a weaker, divided Syria that can't threaten them and which they can intervene in when they want. Now, are Turkey and Israel actually going to fight each other? Probably not directly. Both sides seem to be talking behind the scenes to avoid that mess. Plus, they also both have ties with the US, which might keep things from spiraling out of control. Trump has even said he thinks he can help sort out the situation between them. Now, having said that, this situation is definitely something which is worth keeping an eye on. Whether Turkey or Israel end up with more influence in Syria, or they agree on zones of control, the decisions made over the coming years are going to have long-term impacts on the Syrian people and the future of the Middle East. Hi, it's Arthur. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Thanks.